And imagine losing your partner suddenly to cancer, forcing you to raise your young child alone, and then being told by your employer you should find another job. Well, that's the ordeal confronting the dad in our next story.
I just have to hear my wife's name or look at some photos and, the tears just come down. So, sorry.
6 months ago, Peter Tyrikos was a man who had it all. A great job and a beautiful family. But in a single moment, that all changed.
4 months after Nicholas was born, Christine was diagnosed with lung cancer. I got a phone call, the doctors came around and they've only given Christine 2 weeks to live.
Within a month, Christine had passed away from aggressive lung cancer, leaving behind Peter and their 9-month-old baby boy.
I do miss her on a daily basis. They say that time heals, but I don't think it does. Time just makes you move on, but it doesn't heal the pain.
4 days after Christine's funeral, at a time when Peter needed support and compassion the most, he received a text from his employer, Wilson & Bradley, asking him what his plans were for his job going forward.
I do have to be away for 4 days in the month to do my country area and interstate. Being the sole parent, I just can't be away from home. I need to be home on a daily basis, and that's where I suppose the issue started.
Peter says he was told that if he couldn't do the country rounds, he couldn't do the job, and he should either resign or take a 15 grand pay cut.
It was okay when I was producing the figures for him. However, when I needed that support, I was virtually told, we'll give you a good reference and you need to go look for a job somewhere else. So I just didn't expect to be treated this way, and I don't want anyone else to be treated this way, not after 25 years of service.
By anyone's standards, this treatment is appalling. Here is a man who has given 25 years of service. His wife has died, and instead of his employer supporting him, he is met with the option of a demotion or moving on.
Under the Equal Opportunity Act, an employer must not unreasonably refuse to accommodate the family responsibilities of an employee. Zana, by the way, from JobWatch, feels Peter's employers are breaking the law.
We believe that the employer has unreasonably refused his request and therefore acted unlawfully.
This year, a Human Rights Commission survey looked at attitudes on working Aussie parents. It found that while 1 in 2 mothers experience some form of discrimination in the workplace, almost 1/3 of dads went through the same ordeal. Peter's employers say they're doing their best, balancing the needs of the business with Peter's circumstances. In the last fortnight, he was offered a new job, matching his managerial level and pay with reduced travel. But given everything that's happened, Peter says it's too little, too late, and wants an apology and compensation for the emotional toll it's had.
Even if they offered me the double the pay, I still wouldn't go back. The beautiful feelings that I had for the company have been crushed, so I can't be going back in there and performing the way I was performing because the damage has been done.
Way to be treated, given you've been there 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd been there 2 years, maybe you could argue perhaps, but 25 years?
I really hope that someone's watching tonight who can employ Peter and give him the wonderful, the support that he needs, because he doesn't deserve that treatment after what he and his little beautiful boy baby have gone through.
Absolutely, and in fairness, we have a full response from Wilson and Bradley, and if you'd like to, you can read that on our website.